I have an insanely fat, massive stack of books here. I have received all of these in the mail in the last month. Hello, I am Milana, and this is my bookworm world. Welcome, if you don't know me already. So we're gonna go through one by one. Books are my bread and butter. The first one I'm most excited for. I screamed when I got the email about this one. And I will be dropping everything I'm doing to read it first. So let's put these down. It is none other than R.F. Kuang's Taipei Story. Are we seeing this? Are we seeing this? Again, if you don't know me already, which you should, R.F. Kuang is one of my favorite authors, and I've read everything that she's ever written, and I will read everything that she's ever written. I would read. Actually, I want to read the stories she wrote for class in like the first grade. Like, what was she thinking when she was 6? Anyway, let's open it. I already opened it, but. Look at how beautiful. Look at how pretty. The main character is trying to get more in touch with her cultural roots. So she's spending the summer in an intensive language program, and there's just a bunch of drama, and one of her loved ones passes away. So I feel like it's just more of a reflective, introspective story than we usually get from her. But I'm looking forward. Okay, next, I actually bought this for myself, and I usually don't, but I was traveling and I brought maybe 3 or 4 books, and that wasn't enough to satiate me, and I ran out of material to read. So, in honor of Summerween, I bought the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, and this was weird as shit. Like, I already finished this. This is the only one in the stack that I already read. But damn. I, like, don't even really know what to think. I was thoroughly entertained. Like, I haven't really ever read anything like this, but I was also like, what the fucking me. Left, right, up, down, you name it. It was doing a lot. And, I'm not entirely sure what the goal was. This is the offset book. So the offsets are like, sorry, my father called me. The offsets are like strange, funky books that are lit fic core. You know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? This one is about a woman that works in like kinder care or something, preschool maybe, and it's about 24 hours of her life as she thinks about all of the thoughts that are going through her brain and like all versions of her life. You know what I mean? Like at home, her family, her love life, like whatever. It's about just what she's thinking about as her day goes on and progresses. Okay, I also bought myself this one, Loved One. I've seen this everywhere, and I'm just too damn curious. This is about a woman whose first love slash best friend passes away, and so she goes on like this quest to acquire all his possessions, and for some reason, and then she collabs with his most recent ex, or I guess kind of ex, and they like discover things about him through their own relationship. Sounds gritty to me. Natural disasters, similarly to Learning, this is 24 hours about a woman the day before she ends her maternity leave. So she's spending like one last day with her kids. Trope Sick, this is like a romance that sounded very beach read core to me. Let me refresh myself on the synopsis. I really like the cover. It looks more lit ficky than romance to me, but what do I know? I know a lot about romance lately, guys. Like, this is kind of weird, you know? Anyway, 25-year-old girl likes glitter and sequins and flirting with cute boys at New York City bars. She's a ghostwriter and the best-selling romance novelist of all time. Oh, for the best-selling romance novelist of all time. And then an ex walks back into her life, and her facade crumbles. Ooh, and they haven't spoken in forever. Da, da, da. Ooh, I love a second chance romance. Meet again. Meet again. Meet again. Games. This looks freaked out, but like, I can't be mad about it, right? Why would I be mad about it? This is about a 22-year-old and like an older man. I don't do older men ever, but I do read whatever. So this is like they don't agree on anything, politics, life. Why is there some type of substance on my book? They don't agree on anything but each other. So it sounded very like 50 Shades meets Magnolia Parks type of toxicity. I don't know. We'll have to see. I did love that book, Rosenfeld, and I will keep recommending it. I said elegant, trashy smut that is lit, ficky smut. I hope to discover something similar. Everything was beautiful, nothing hurt. This is like narrated by a man who is death, and he falls in love, and like what happens then? What did he got? I don't know. We'll have to see. The Great Wherever, from the synopsis of this, it reminds me of like the movie Here, where it's like the timeline of one place over multiple times. So she inherits a piece of land like in Tennessee, and it's about her ancestors, like their ghosts looking down on her and observing and judging and like It sounds interesting. So it gives you the history of the land through just the history of all the people that have been there. All right. The Shampoo Effect. This is about a girl that like moves to some island and then befriends like a group of locals that all hang out, and then she gets knocked up and they all ostracize her, and then something else happens that it was very cryptic about. So I saw this on a rack of like must read new summer fiction at Books a Million. Also thrifted myself a copy of I Want You More. More. This reminded me of Call Me by Your Name through the cover, and then I read like the first couple pages. I think this woman like moves in with this woman. Oh, another ghostwriting thing, like a ghostwriting situation, and then like their relationship blooms to death. And lastly, I'm also so excited for this PR. Thank you, Mary H.K. Choi, Pool House. Look at how pretty this is. This is about a college dropout that lives with her mom, and they just have this like codependent relationship, and both of them rely upon each other, and it's about them living together, and this 20-something and this older woman, and there's like alternating POVs from what I understand. And I used to love Mary H.K. Choi. I feel like she had an influence on my litfic adventures because I didn't used to know what I liked, and it was those YA books that were kind of litfic coded, and there's not a lot of litfic coded YA books. And I remember reading like from a college student's perspective as a high schooler and being like, I like this. Like, this is so stream of consciousness core, and maybe that had a subliminal influence on my taste now. But I did read all of her books, and so this is her adult debut. But anyway, those are all the books I've acquired this month, and stick around for more content. I'm trying to lock in. I'm literally about to manage a bookstore. That is my next gig. That is my job post-grad right now. But I'm also thinking about other quests in life. Anyway, FAFO, happy reading. Follow me online, link tree in my bio.